Welcome on in to the Mid Card Mafia podcast, episode Trace 3. I'm your host with no toast, the Sharkopath, aka Logan. How's it going, everybody? What's going on?
Doing pretty good. Got my
Yeah,
little
pretty good.
rascal here.
I'm alive. Not well, but I'm here.
How you saying? How's it going?
It's going busy 24/7, but
I hear that. Well, as people that are watching can tell, the intro video is still the same. I have not finished that yet. Working on it. I've basically started doing like some graphics for it, which I did actually on stream a little bit. Doing like cards for each one of us, kind of thing.
sick,
I
by the way.
have a pretty cool idea with it that I'm hoping I can maybe have for the next one, but it really just depends because I'm pretty busy myself right now. So
Yeah.
but if it works out the way I'm thinking, it's gonna be pretty sick looking. So but what's everybody been up to since the last podcast we did? It's been about a month. Sinful, you want to start?
Yes.
So honestly, a lot of like just baby prepping. 90% of my life, other than work right now. We redid like an entire room, crib, chest of drawers, built shelves. It's been a lot of work that I did not see coming, like with a baby. I just kind of didn't think about it. Yeah, so that's what most of mine has been. Other than that, kind of just taking care of the little rascals around the house that we do have, and then trying to make things as easy for the pregnant wife as possible.
Yeah. Sounds good. What about you, Fluffy?
Honestly, not a lot. I'm just kind of like falling off this month. Honestly, it's bad.
Well, when we did our last podcast, you were down in Florida. So what did
Yeah.
you do there, and how'd that go?
I was a lazy fat bastard. I didn't think about work. I didn't think about shit. Got drunk a couple times, but had some fun. But other than that, just looked like a beached whale 90% of the time. But
That's the way to do it when you're on vacation. So
that,
what
plus,
about
we're not all Instagram models like you and are saying over here. The three of y'all, pretty much, honestly. So, yeah, just really trying to get my stream and everything to a point where I want it to be. So I just feel like I've gotten stagnant and everything right now. And it's just a lot of stress behind it. A lot of upgrades happening.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. That
Mr.
it always
Saiyan.
helps with Mr. IT.
Yeah, it does. What about you, Saiyan? What have you been up to?
Not a lot. Just jiu-jitsu is about it. And started playing New World. Very addicted to that game. Is that game? How good is that game? I've heard kind of mix things here and there. It's addictive, but it crashes a lot. Amazon owns it, so I don't understand why it's still crashing. But yeah, I played last night for a couple hours, and it literally crashed 3 times on me. And if you have a 3090, there's a chance it'll brick your graphics card. It's killing 30 series.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Because apparently people don't want to. Because I was talking to one of my friends who play it. He says that they told him how to fix it. Just drop it from 500 frames a second down to 60. Yeah, you have to cap the frame rate, or it'll break your card. And apparently a lot of people are just no, I have a fucking 30 series. I want my my frames, and then it just kills it.
Then they have no frames.
Yep. Kill a $2,000 graphics card. Yeah. That, and then I've heard about the horrid wait times. I haven't had trouble with that, but I also went into a server that said the population was low, and that's what I've been playing on. So
PC Spirit Race, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Games kill our computers. It's great.
They do.
I play mostly on PC and Xbox and PlayStation. It's just so much easier for gaming because you just install the game and play it. You don't have to jump through steps to get the game to work right.
Yeah, that is true. But it does suck in the fact that there's a lot less customization options versus a PC. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the Series X is pretty
layout.
nice because it'll like bump it up to 120 frames and do the auto HDR on a lot of games. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds good. And also, I was gonna say, Mr. JT's not with us today. He's I think still traveling right now, or he's out of town at least.
Bitch still hasn't given me my belt.
He's down in Florida where Fluffy was. So I was like, you're in
ran with your
Florida,
belt.
he's in Florida, and then of course I'll be in Florida soon. So I'll talk about that more later.
Well, everybody's just taking turns. No big deal.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Saying Sinful
I
one
can-
next.
I'm going to Disney in December, so
There we go.
There we go. I guess I gotta do it in November.
Yeah, pick your mid card week. You
Yeah.
eat your favorite, find the favorite member. It's like a scavenger hunt.
Yes. But yeah, Fluffy, you mentioned it. He won our Mid Card Mafia gaming challenge that we had a few weeks ago. So give it a little bit of a breakdown on that. We had some issues with
awful.
that. It unfortunately was kind of a pain in the ass. So we played golf with your friends. Mr. JT made that challenge, and the way it was broke down was like if you won, what was it, a course?
First place was the first
technically-
place in the course. It was 4
okay.
points. Second was thirds. Third was second, and then fourth was 1.
Yeah, 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it was point system out of the 4 people and stuff. And then originally he wanted to do what, 5 is what he wanted?
5 18-hole courses.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, with the timing, because we figured it up to be like, what, almost 3 hours then or something?
Yeah,
just
because if
like-
each one was about 2 minutes per hole, you're looking at almost 40 minutes per set.
Yeah.
So it's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided to go down to three courses and stuff. So Friday night we tried to do it, and then we had all these technical issues. Like I tried, like, first off, it's not crossplay, so fuck that. And,
Yeah.
which was
it's
the biggest-
weird that like it's on Game Pass and
Exactly.
Xbox is all about some crossplay, but not that game.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's such a simple game too. Like, why is it
Yeah.
not crossplay?
Yeah. It's like
So,
no
yeah.
one's getting
It's because
there's no
mouse and
competitive
keyboard has the
gameplay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Fine finessing.
But yeah, so we went to do it, and I was like, "Oh, it's on Game Pass. Well, I'll just download it and do it on Xbox." What my original thought was, but I was like, "Oh, it's crossplay too." So when we went to do it,
That's what
it
we
was
all thought.
it was Sinful, Fluffy, myself, and then Mr. JT was there, but he wasn't going to compete originally, saying you had an emergency come up, so you
Yeah.
couldn't be there. And then we went to do it. I was on Xbox, and you guys were on PC, and I
Yeah,
was
think we
like,
all assumed that it was crossplay, or like we
Yeah.
wouldn't have any
Yeah.
problem. So it's just like, okay, yeah, we already have it on this platform, so
yeah, that's what we get for assuming. So we couldn't
Yeah.
connect, and then finally I was like, well, I guess you guys get on Xbox, and then like Sinful couldn't get it on Xbox because he didn't have Game Pass. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy it on PC. You know, I'll just bite the bullet. So then, actually, first I almost forgot. I tried to download it through Game Pass on PC, and my computer actually, I guess, didn't like it. It like got 10% done. It was just like, yeah, I'm not downloading this.
yeah, that was the other thing.
So I'm getting pissed off that, and then so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it on Steam and stuff. Then we finally get it on Steam, and then all get hooked up and stuff. But that point is like what, an hour and a half into our start time, or an hour?
Yeah, we were
I don't think
we were
JT
sitting at like 10 o'clock before we had everybody in the game, and then JT's like whole internet system went down.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was gonna host it, and
It's
like
he thought
spectate
it was
like I
fine
did.
the night of.
yeah, and then like literally right before we got set up, he was like, "So my internet and everything just went out." It's like as brand new house. I was like, "Oh my god." So we just said,
Yeah.
fuck it. We'll just do a test run, and we did a course, the three of
Yeah.
us, just to try it out because I never played up to that point. And then Sinful ended up winning that. So we're like, let's just reschedule this and do it on Sunday. So 2 days later, And then of course I thought, okay, well we got all this behind us, we're good. Well, then we get there. Sinful didn't make it, and then Fluffy's running a little late, and then Saiyan and me are trying to get connected. And he's like, well, I'm on PC. He's like, I'm on Game Pass on PC. And I'm like, motherfucker. Like, just my fucking luck. Like, here we are. We're on PC, but even the PC version don't match if it's on Steam and Xbox. So
You couldn't play with Xbox to Game Pass either on PC. We tried
Yeah.
that.
Oh, wow.
that's, yeah.
Wow.
So literally all three of those don't like connect. So, because the JT got in, tried to do that, and that's when we found that out. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna go back
My
to.
camera turned off.
I guess I'm gonna go back to Xbox, and we'll do it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I had to
because then you got
download it.
in, so you had to download it,
Yeah.
and then
And
we
your
said,
camera like shit itself, didn't it?
yeah. So I have a GoPro 10 now, so I'm still getting used to it, and I had
It's
issues
turning on right now.
with it because it was like I did something and then it was like things got like crazy and like it just would not pick up my camera. So I started getting really fucking mad because it was like camera doesn't work. I took down my TV that I normally stream with, like game on, and so I had to like literally set it up on the floor to play because it wasn't allowing me to play off a monitor and stuff. So finally, it's like this jank ass setup I got. Nice, there you go. And
He's frozen.
so then we ended up going to Xbox and just do it on Xbox. And I'm like, I bought this motherfucker on Steam for no fucking reason now. So
That game got downloaded so many times that weekend, all because of us. Just saying.
yeah,
God.
I was just like, oh my god, it was such a hassle for just a simple game.
For what we all thought would be like one of the easiest games. Like
Exactly.
Game Pass, PC, crossplay, all easy. No, none of those things.
Yeah,
None of them.
the hardest fucking game.
Exactly. And I was just, oh man, I was wanting to pull my hair out. And then we finally, I think it was like a little over an hour into when we were supposed to start, we finally got to it. And we are like, all right, let's do our 3 rounds and stuff. So then JT joined in. So we had a 4-person game. And I think, what was it? I won the first round.
I came in second twice, and
You came in second twice. And then who won the second one?
I think it was JT.
Was it JT?
JT, you're saying?
Yeah. I think it was JT. And
I
then
think it was you, JT, then me.
yeah, and then you won the last one. But because you came in second twice, you got 2 points each, and then winning you got 3 points each, and then winning the last one got you 4, so it's 10 total. So you won. So you
Hey, he's
became
not frozen
the new
anymore.
champ.
I forgot I reset my camera, so it's like auto off.
Oh,
Oh,
So just curiosity here. Since you're moving to Florida more than likely, what is the way we go about the belt if people are in Florida like JT is now? Do we mail the belt?
yes.
Do we take vacations to go find the people with the belt?
I mean, I think the vacations the belt would be better. But, you know, I don't think
If
everybody
that's
do
the
that.
case, like you can move south somewhere, Fluff. You move like West Coast.
Yeah, I got you.
And we'll all just vacation around once a month. No big deal.
We'll,
that works for me.
we'll set up a guest room / game room. We got this.
Yep. Yeah, so I kind of break that down a little bit. Of course, JC's on vacation, but he'll be back. I'm moving to Florida. I didn't announce it last podcast because a lot of things were still like right there at the time, so I didn't want to announce it and then something happened and then not happen, be moving. So Lady Shark, Baby Shark, and myself, we'll be moving to Florida in about a week. So be moving down to Sarasota, actually, which is just south of Tampa. And the way the belt's going to work for that, I guess, is like, obviously it's going to stay up here for now because Fluffy's the champ and stuff. But if I end up winning it, we'll just, I guess, ship it down to me.
Priority mail.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
If it
And then
fits the ships.
I'll send it back, let y'all win.
We'll have to make sure that Shark doesn't win, so we don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Save a
from here
whole
on
lot.
out, we just straight troll him so he never wins.
Just
Yeah.
complete shutdown. We just start a rotation. Like, all right, do you want it this week? Okay, yeah, okay, we'll go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan on that and everything. So that's why I'm glad I didn't do a trophy because that would have been way worse.
Like a 5-foot trophy, like a 4-foot trophy, having to ship that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh,
It'd be
shit.
easier just to drive that down there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
It's been like a night or two. It's been the weekends. Come back. That's fine.
yeah. But I guess you want to go ahead and since you're the champ, that means you get to pick the next challenge and everything. Do you want to announce what you've basically got so far?
Oh, this is gonna be great because this is the original group that did it too.
Okay, so it sounds like Pokemon, more than likely a Nuzlocke of some sort.
Well,
It's not.
well,
It's
this
not.
group at the moment, but JT will compete probably. So
Yeah, JT's gonna compete. So what the
Hopefully.
original ideas I thought about was for content purposes, I guess, like set like a higher time limit. So like 30 minutes to an hour. We re-randomize a completed game. So like, my sleepwalk, we re-randomize it. Send you all the files. We all get our own file and just pick from it. And you've got 30 minutes or an hour, however long, to hunt for a team of 6. And then we go in and do battles. And almost kind of like a tournament bracket with a loser's bracket. And then, peak it off from there. And then whoever wins like the tournament gets the belt.
So, how would we do the battles?
There is a website. I haven't messed with it a whole lot to see if it actually will work or not, but it's called Pokemon Showdown. And it's pretty much like an in-game, like an in-browser battle thing, whatever. I don't know. You can like it gives you random teams or certain generations, or I think there's a way you can input your own team because other people do it, and they use that for like their cage matches for like Nuzlocks and stuff and their own type deal. It's like you enter your own team and then you go from there. So like find a way to randomize the TMs in your bag, teach the moves after that hour to your team, and then go from there. And then just like each person will go into that match, whenever it's their slot.
Okay.
yeah.
I think we talked about it more, Shark. You had more add on to it, more better idea. Because like the only other thing was like it was gonna be like a full on like fully randomized shiny hunting stream, and like the first person to a team of 6 shinies with like reduced odds gets it. That was the other like possible idea for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed that, and then the other idea I pitched out to him, if for some reason the setup doesn't work for that, was we could do a Pokemon game, do randomizer, and do bingo.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that is, basically it's just you play a game, Pokemon, it's randomized, and you have a bingo card, and it could be like find a Steelix and earn this badge or whatever.
There's only like 1,000 Pokemon now.
Actually, I don't think
No big deal.
That's why I was saying that it would be like Gen 3 earlier on, like Ruby game.
Yeah, usually the bingo cards, at least the ones I've seen, they're pretty quick actually. Like they get them done in like 30 minutes, an hour. So
yeah,
just depends on what we decide to put on there,
and then we could just do like a random number generator between like 1 and however many are in like the set gen that we pick, and then whichever number you hit, like that starts filling in your card. Like, okay, you got to find number 6, you got to find number 72, you got to find number 269.
Yep. Yeah. So a few things we still got to figure out with it to determine which way we're gonna do it.
At least you don't have to worry about it with randomizer.
Yeah, legendaries at that point are just the same as everything else, pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be like, especially if we end up doing the battle thing, you can set the level and like whenever you go in, they're all the same level. It's just you have to teach it moves, which we're gonna try to find a way to put in all the TMs in that generation. That way you can Because like he brought up a good point. Like, say you found an Alakazam on like Route 1, and it's like a level 2, and it knows teleport. You got to catch it, and then you got to, you can't take a Pokemon that knows teleport into a fight.
I will.
Either that, or we could do like
Watch
rare
me.
candies. I thought about this. Now we could do rare candies, honestly, and then like after we catch, we level them up to 50.
Yeah.
Same thing with the TMs though.
I'm looking at a bingo card here that somebody did for Pokemon, and this is legit like what they've got on there. It says defeat all 4 trainers in National Park. Which game is this? Crystal. They're playing Crystal. A Pokemon with a Flame Wheel, TM46, Thief. Do not use any TMs. TM05, Roar. Poliwhirl, Phanpy. Defeat all 8 trainers on Route 32. Give a Pokemon a haircut. Jesus, $50,000. Gyarados, 10 Pokemon owned. Defeat 10 Pokemaniacs. Mantine, 20 TMs. Mineral Badge. Max Phone Book. Corsola. Defeat a Ponyta. Call a youngster. That sounds weird. TM 13 Snore. Everstone. TM 28 Dig. Receive Elixir from Fishing Guru and defeat Lapras. That's that card there. And it looks like this one lasted about an hour and a half that they did. In fact, a lot of these times are like, looking at the timestamps of these, are like an hour and a half, 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. So yeah,
Not too bad.
So probably roughly about 2 hours. So that's the bingo.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to see like the options and whatever else we got.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have a date in mind when you are trying to do that?
Yeah. I have no idea. I was just gonna do like a up to
not
everybody.
a
Do you have a date, man? Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
And do like a just ask everybody and see what they were doing, because we're all different schedules and different times and different work shifts and stuff like that. So
well, I was gonna say, when are you? I know you're going to Atlanta this month, right?
Preferably not the last weekend of this month.
Okay. So
like the beginning of November, I'm off for starting the 28th. I'll be off for 15 days.
Yeah, so we could probably do it the first week in November, probably then.
Okay. Do it like that Friday.
Yeah, we can shoot for that. I'm thinking.
If that Friday works for everybody.
Yeah, or we can try like that weekend, so that way we can do like earlier in the day versus at night.
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest thing for me.
Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna be
She'll be working.
I'm gonna have a time change of an hour ahead of y'all soon, so
it'll be real late for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pick your you can add Pokemon to your team.
Like pick and choose which ones you want.
Yeah, like I'm picking right now.
You're getting all the legendaries, aren't you?
No, I'm just picking the first ones.
Smart.
And they do have a list.
A team full of Abras. They can't hit you if you consistently teleport.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a whole list of moves to put in. So it could just be like a catch.
Build your team and then ship them over kind of thing.
Yeah, and then just
I could do that.
Put the, I trust all of us to be like accurate. Well, I guess we could be accurate with it by like leveling them to like.
Yes, I caught Lugia and Mewtwo. What are you talking about?
But no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like putting in. Well, it does the stats for you. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just like not touch some like the extra stuff. So like you can pick its ability. Like it gives you 3 options. You can put an item on it, and then you can change the level, the gender, and if it's a shiny or not. So
yeah, I would say do it the way you said. Like whatever we catch in the game, we have to make it match in that. Then
I was
I
just saying,
think
like say if you like your point of like the Alakazam at level 5.
yeah, that was the
we
concern
can-
I had.
We can throw him in, and then like, I mean, we do it across the board for everybody. It'd be like, yeah, hey, I can pick whatever moves from this list. You can too, even though you've got like Lugia.
Yeah. Yeah, because my concern was like I know I've seen randomizers where literally as soon as the person stepped in the grass from Pallet Town at the start, they had a Machamp show up.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, it's a level 3 Machamp. And it's like, what moves it? No. It's like, well, it's level 3, so it don't know shit really. So
Yeah.
that's
So
what my concern was. It's like
this
you get
actually,
Alakazam, it knows teleport only. It's like, oh fuck.
yeah. So you can completely change anything that you would need to make this the way we would want it. So you can set the level to 50, do the moves, and it automatically does the stats for you. So
Cool deal. Yeah,
That's
we'll,
nice.
we'll definitely look at doing that then. That sounds really good. You know, something it's kind of a sidebar thing, but have you guys ever tried the I forget what the actual website's called, but it's a website basically that helps you figure out your favorite Pokemon.
mm-mm.
No,
It's like-
I have not.
It's basically like you go or it's kind of stupid because it says it'll pick it for you, like what your favorite is, but really you do it yourself. So literally it'll be like you'll load a page of like 12 Pokemon, and it'll be like pick which ones you like out of this list, like that you enjoy. So you pick them and then go next, and then it does that, and you go through all the Pokemon, and then it brackets it down. So then it goes, okay, well now out of these 9 that you picked
And my camera turned
before,
off again.
which ones do you like? You know.
Okay, I gotta fix
And,
that real quick.
And it just keeps doing that. Basically, you just eliminate as you go through. But then they'll throw ones in too that like you didn't pick, just to see if your mind changes. And it was kind of like okay, like because I got down to the end, like I did a test run of it, and literally it was like, out of these 4, which one do you like? And I'm like, they're all my favorite. Like. Like,
Yeah.
And so then it was just like pick this one, and then at that point it's just like okay, it's me just deciding out of the ones I know I would really like. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of a neat thing in a way. Because that's one thing I'm always like curious on is like people's favorite Pokemon and stuff. Which
Beedrill.
yeah, I was gonna say when we did the Nuzlocke challenge, we had some artwork made, and I had Alakazam for mine because that was my favorite, and then Sinful had Beedrill, Fluffy had Tauros, which I know you're stuck between Tauros and Snorlax.
Yeah.
And then Saiyan had Dragonite as his. So yeah, for me it's like Alakazam's my favorite, but then I really like Haunter as well.
Yeah.
And then of course I like the puppy dog ones, like Growlithe and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
Arcanine and all that.
Houndour and Houndoom.
Yeah.
Growlithe 2.0, as I call them.
Yeah. Rockruff, is that its name? That's a newer one that I'm not real familiar with, but I've seen it before.
Yeah, that one I'm not sure. I know the Houndour and Houndoom because it's literally a dog that is fire type, exactly the same as Growlithe.
Yeah. Which I'm sure Sam will pop back in a minute once he gets his camera situated. But I know Fluffy was asking about ideas and stuff like what people want to see maybe on his channel. And I pitched him the idea of like doing modded Pokemon games, like fan made games. God, can't talk today. And I saw one, it's called Unbounded, and I think he would like it. And it's cool because it's like at the very start of it, and there's a couple of them that do it, but this one, it's like it literally says the story of this can be really gritty and edgy. Do you want to keep it that way, or you want to tame it down more? And you can decide how you want like the story to be and stuff. Because like you keep it like edgy and gritty, it's like people actually fucking die in it.
Nice.
And stuff. It's like this is awesome. This is like how Pokemon games should be.
Yeah.
One other thing is like with that battle system you were talking about, 100% like you could do like viewer battles where it's you versus them and just set ground rules.
Yeah,
Like, hey, we're gonna do level 60 only. Only Gen 2 for this one and no legendaries. Bring whatever team of 6 you want, and long as they only know moves that you could teach them via TM, HM, or by that level.
Yeah.
That way they're not bringing in like a 6-pack of legendaries across different generations. Like, give it ground rules. But yeah, 100%. Like, that's one thing I always thought was kind of fun with some of the Pokemon games was like the Pokemon Coliseum and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
you could kind of harness that because I haven't really seen too much of that type of Pokemon focus on any streams, really.
Yeah, and that's another good thing that we could do with Showdown because that'd be like the exact same thing.
Yeah,
do like random battles and you just they give you a team themselves. So there might be a way to work it more. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a pretty good idea because pretty much anytime I see somebody doing Pokemon on stream, like on Twitch at least, it's usually like a Nuzlocke where people let chat, like they pick people in chats to name and stuff, and then they, and then of course there's Twitch plays Pokemon, which if anybody's not familiar with that, it's literally a Pokemon game that's loaded up and chat inputs commands like within chat to say like move left so many spaces, move right. Go down and click A or something. So literally chat plays the game. And apparently there's been some epic just craziness with that before. I'm sure if you Google it or YouTube it, you'll find out. It's like a huge story with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a pretty neat concept, but that's pretty much the only things I've ever seen really besides just vanilla playthroughs people do. We see you, Taryn.
You cannot escape. Special guest. Special guest. Boom, boom, boom.
Hi, Taryn.
They said hi.
Oh, hi.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely work out the kinks and details on the Pokemon challenge. And we'll look at doing it on that first week in November then.
Okay.
We'll finalize the actual date and time hopefully the next couple days and we'll post it. I'll try to make another flyer for it and stuff. Worst case, I might just pay somebody to make one for me this time. I've got a busy month, so
yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, which I mean, to be fair, I've been technically busy the past month, anyways. Like since the last podcast, like the day after, I've been busy packing, getting ready to move, and everything. And then I had my last day at work yesterday. And I wrestled last night, which is the first time I wrestled in a year and a half at this point. And yesterday was my birthday too. So it was a pretty busy day. So, but yeah, so basically next week I'm going to be getting ready to move and fish packing, seeing people and stuff like that. And then that week I'm there, we'll be unpacking, getting settled. And then pretty much, let me see. That week, yeah, we moved down there. So pretty much I got a week left of October at that point. So if that,
just in time for spooky season.
Exactly. Yeah. Which really bums me out because originally, before I even knew about this move and everything, my plan was on stream, like everybody else does on fucking Twitch, to do horror games for October. But of course, I've been doing a lot of first time playthrough stuff. So I was gonna do Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. And maybe the new one that just came out. Yeah. Was it Resident Evil 8 Village? I was thinking about doing that one. And I had a couple of shorter games to play in there. And I was wanting to play Luigi's Mansion 3. That was the one game I was I want to play this at Halloween time. And so if I get to play any game this month on stream, it might be that one. In pertaining to spooky Halloween themed.
Yeah.
I think my only Halloween plans actually I think it may be next weekend depending on people's availabilities. I'm gonna do the full trim up haircut, and we're pretty much going to be doing Joker plays. So I'm going to be pretty much cosplaying purple pants, white button up, purple suspenders, green hair, and probably going to be playing some spooky games as the Joker.
Nice.
Yeah. I still need to do that whole stream for everybody. I still have to do a cosplay stream.
My man did a subathon, and he's milking that. Still hasn't beaten Dark Souls. Still.
Well, to be fair, you said the goal was to play Dark Souls, not beat it. So,
fuck you.
I mean, in all fairness, that game is incredibly hard.
Yeah.
He got the tutorial boss, and he was playing the easiest of the Dark Souls. He got the tutorial boss, and that was where he stopped.
I mean, I could see that. That game is awful.
Level of, crafting is not very high. I'm not an electrician or a tiny electrical person at all. So every time I try to put LEDs on this thing, they don't work or they burn out or something. So yeah, it still works in progress. And I can't get it to work.
Emphasis on the in progress, less on the work.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm still working on it. It's still coming.
Mm-hmm. So Sinful's gonna do his Joker cosplay stream this month. You're gonna try to do yours maybe Fluffy this month as well.
Hopefully before the con, because I'd really need to get this stuff done. If you have any, tips or anything, or I can help with.
Yeah, get good.
As a wise man once said, just do it.
Yes.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Saiyan, do you have anything special planned this month, like via streaming?
Not really. I'm starting to get more into the YouTube, uploading videos instead of streaming, because like I said, I only get to stream a couple days a week. So
yeah, I've been noticing you posting a lot more YouTube shorts and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm right now what we're doing now, but I plan on doing some YouTube shorts of self-defense stuff from jiu-jitsu and different stuff like that. And then my plan for my jiu-jitsu school is to upload just very basic stuff. So if I'm closed for snow, COVID or something, people can go online and be able to still get something.
Yeah, that's cool.
So working on that.
And all the kids can watch and see how to beat up their siblings.
Yes.
Yep. You should do for Halloween. You need to do self-defense videos of Michael Myers trying to kill you, and how to dodge the knife, grab it, and knock it out of his hand type thing and shit.
So have you ever seen Jack's Blade?
I've
on
heard
YouTube?
of him, but I never.
So
really
he does
watched
fitness stuff, but he's super into anime and stuff like that.
it. Oh fuck! What am I talking about? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
so
dumbass.
I watched a bunch of his videos. Then I had the idea of breaking down martial arts training from anime and showing how it's kind of realistic and what differs from actual training to that.
Yeah. You mean I can't eat a piece of hair from somebody and get super strength?
Please, God.
I mean, you could try that, I guess.
Oh,
statistically, it would eventually maybe work, but may not be within your lifetime.
Yeah, with COVID right now, I don't want to try that. Oh man, that's pretty good. But yeah, I think it'd be funny to see for Halloween at least themed do if this character from a movie or a show or video game try to attack you, is how you would defend it and stuff. Be pretty funny.
Saiyan versus Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I'll go through a big long spiel, and then when I'm done, I'll be and 10 out of 10 times I lose.
10 out of 10 times, you should just run.
Yeah. Doing this delays it.
I've watched a lot of horror movies, and running doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, the key is to not trip. That's the key.
Yeah. We're into
you know what? I am very proud of you, because knowing that I'm in this, I swear to God, my first interaction was, I swear to God, if someone says it, and someone look at me and just be all you gotta do is outrun the biggest guy.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. It always makes me think when somebody says like running away from something. The movie Without a Paddle.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. And
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
exactly. He's like taking his shoes off. He's like, "Why are you taking your shoes off?" He's like, "You're not gonna outrun that bear." He's like, "I'm not gonna outrun the bear. It's gonna outrun you." Oh man,
that's a viable strategy.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
That is the true definition of taking one for the team.
Yeah, for sure. Oh shit. Oh man. Speaking of like spooky-esque things and stuff, I've gone through the rabbit hole again of fucking SCPs and shit, and I'm just like, God damn, there's so much fucking lore with those things. Secure, contain, and protect. It's like, oh my god. It's like there's so many of those things, and like a lot of them got really good stories and stuff, and like good setups. I'm like, damn, there needs to be like movies or a show about this for like a real
Yeah, I legitimately thought it would make a good like Netflix series, more or less.
Yeah, 100%.
Like 100%. That's the type of stuff I was like, I could see them doing this, and I could see because a lot of the stuff that the SCP stuff talks about, like you wouldn't have to show what it actually looks like, so you could really save in budget there.
Yeah, and that's what they. I watched a short film yesterday. Actually, it was a 096 SCP. It's the Shy Guy. If you guys know what that is, it's it's a very lanky, skinny, white creature, and apparently, if you see its face in person or via video or photo or anything, it goes berserk and like chases you down the end of the earth to kill you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And apparently, it's like indestructible; like you can't kill it. But this person made a short film of it, and it was pretty fucking solid. Like it looks like it's on Netflix. That's how good it is. And
my question: what if you put him on a really fast treadmill?
He would just probably run off it. Like he busts through like steel and all this type of shit. Like he's basically the Juggernaut from X-Men.
He's a slim Juggernaut. Gotcha.
Pretty much. Like the video was about the story of it breaking out of containment after they had it the first time, and it running like literally like halfway across the world to kill a dude that saw its face on a picture where the thing was at 4 pixels.
Nice.
Because the guy saw it on the background of the picture, and it was like 4 pixels, and it was enough to trigger that thing from across the world to run all the way across the world to come kill it. It was like ridiculous. But yeah, that's what it was about. It was a short film about that incident, and like the scientist behind it or whatever researcher, he's being interrogated, and like they're like showing like what happened and stuff. It's done really well because like you said, technically some of the creatures they can't really show and stuff, so that one you really can't show its face because
or else you ruin it.
The setup, yeah. So they like pixelate its face or like distort it where you can't see it the whole time and stuff. But it looks really good, like the graphics of it still, like the rest of its body,
yeah,
and stuff. I highly recommend check that out. It's on YouTube. It's just called 096. It's a SCP short film. I forgot who uploaded. It's like Mikhail or Michael or something like that. But it's really good. And apparently there's some other like short films out there too with SCPs, but I haven't watched any of those yet. Just been watching like the story breakdowns of like this one and their background story and what they're about and stuff. Because a lot of those SCPs they're pretty fucking badass. Like like to make like a movie or a show involving them be really cool. Like the Plague Doctor and
like I would get a good like supernatural kind of vibe to it if they went with kind of like the dark grungy kind of setup like that. I feel like it would be interesting. Yeah,
which there's been some games made about them and stuff. There's one game in particular I think would be really fun for us to play as a group. But we'd had to play with randoms too, just so it filled up the game. But I forget what it's called. It's not Containment Breach. That's the other one. I forget what the name of it is, but it's multiplayer. So it's like you've got a small team that's some of the SCPs with their abilities and stuff. You've got a group that's the D class, which is like the inmates / guinea pigs.
I know what you're talking about.
And then there's the doctors at the facility. There's some soldiers, security guys there. And then there's a fifth group that's the chaos group or whatever, which basically they're just trying to come in and just fuck up everything at that point. So it's like each group has their own goals that they're trying to do, but you got to work together with certain ones to like achieve those goals. Like the security guys, you got to like work with them to get out, but at the same time, it's like, gotta be careful because I can kill you and stuff and all this. And it's like you're in the facility, so there's like traps and things like that, like security system and other SCPs that's kind of like fucking with you and stuff. That's not controlled by anybody. So I've watched some people play it. It looks really fun. It's just, but you have to have a big group to do it. And then, but I think it really like a solid SCP game would be really cool to see too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and dive into this. This is the like a big thing that I wanted to kind of cover. Obviously, I know Saiyan's more on YouTube now and stuff, but I'm sure he's seen a lot of the news and everything with Twitch. So literally in the past month since our last podcast, Twitch has had a lot of just shit happen. A lot of changes, some good, some bad and stuff. So so one little thing I got an email on, this is the one thing I didn't really research into that I wanted to a bit more, was apparently they've worked out a deal with some type of music company to basically have people be able to play music on their streams a bit more and not get striked for it, basically.
Well, they did that when they came out with their music, and people were still getting hit with DMCA's.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's what the thing is. From what I gathered, again, I'm probably coming out with half information, but
yeah,
the email that they sent out was saying like,
yeah, I got it.
You can play music if it's like background music or something, as long as you're not just straight streaming it. But then also they're not going to ding you with a DMCA claim or copyright claim. They're going to give you a warning basically, and they'll like look at it and see if it warrants the warning basically, to try to protect people a bit more than just saying, "Oh, you play music on your stream, slap."
God.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, I guess. But again, it's still a lot of details to be worked out there. I still 100% think they need to just make it simple. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't like it, but they need to do like they do with radio shows, or radio channels. They pay for a license to be able to play whatever music and stuff, and that's what I feel like they should do with streamers. They should say, "Hey, if you're wanting to play music, you need to buy this license. It's $50 a year or whatever."
Monster Cat does something like that,
and then that way you're free from copyright strikes and everything if you play any music whatsoever, you know. But if you don't want to buy it, that's fine too. Just you need to be real careful about playing music. That's what I feel like is the easy fix for that. But people are probably mad that they don't want to pay.
They have to pay you to play music.
Exactly.
Or they're forced into the same rabbit hole they already are, which is to play like specifically designed, copyright-free, royalty-free, all of that type of stuff, free music.
I mean, that's made Harris Heller very rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just the ads.
I use Harris Heller quite often, honestly.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff sounds good.
Yeah,
it does.
He's got some really good music, and also his videos on YouTube are really helpful and stuff for people streaming. But then also the thing is, you gotta be careful with like copyright free music, because when it first comes out or something, it might be copyright free, but then later
it might not later on the road.
And then you get dinged. So it's like you might find it where it was copyright free at first on YouTube or something, but then that was 5 years ago, but now it's not. So
yeah, that's where Stream Beats is probably the best for that.
Yeah,
since he's a streamer himself.
He has no intention of making it right now. I mean, he's making a stupid amount of money just off of like YouTube ad revenue of people playing it directly through YouTube in their background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I had about the music stuff that I got and gathered. That's just still like an ongoing thing. they also sent out an email to kind of combat with the whole hate bot raid follow issue and stuff like that. They sent out the email saying like there's email verification and phone verification now for users. So basically you can go in your settings and say, hey, if somebody comes in chat, they can't chat unless they have a verified phone number and or email.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that shit's been around forever. Like,
it's literally two-factor authentication. That's
well, it's not even that. It's just you when you set up an account on Twitch, they send the verification email. You go to it and say yes, click it, and you're good. I remember back when I started streaming 4 years ago, that was a thing, and I set that up. And I remember somebody in chat was like, "I haven't verified my stuff." Like they sent me a message, and they were like,
and people just didn't worry about it.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it off to things so they can chat. Even though I was kind of like, it's kind of weird that you don't go to your email and just click a link real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I went to put mine back on now. So even though I haven't been hit with like the raid, hate raid thing and stuff, but I'm not really their target audience for that. So, but still, and so that is a thing. So just a heads up. Anybody listening or watching this, that you guys can go out there and turn that on to kind of protect yourself from issues in chat and stuff. But just know there is that possibility. It does kind of cut out people from talking to like normal people. But again, I still don't see why it's an issue. Why they can't just go to their email that they set up with and just click the link and be done.
Yeah, if it really is that much of an issue and they want to talk, they can literally fix it in like 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then another kind of go along with security and stuff. So that they announced that. Well, then apparently recently Twitch had a hacking issue.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody heard about this, but I didn't even know about it until a couple of days after, honestly. And apparently I got this news off of True Achievements, off of their news article post. But basically Twitch was hacked from somebody, and they posted this stuff on Reddit or something. And here's a list of like the stuff that they apparently reported. Twitch full source code and source code for mobile, desktop, and console Twitch clients. 3 years worth of creator payout reports. Let's see here, SDKs and internal AWS services used by Twitch. Data on other Twitch-owned properties, including IGDB and CourseForge. I don't know what those are, but an unreleased Steam competitor from Amazon Game Studios, Twitch internal security codes, and the hacker is supposedly planning to reveal more information in the future leaks. So there could be more to come.
Nice.
Damn.
So yeah, obviously not good. Not good on Twitch's part. And hence why they sent out the email a few days back and was like, hey, we reset everybody's stream keys. So yeah.
The fun part is, like, I work IT, and if this has happened already, resetting your keys and stuff isn't gonna do anything if the person was really targeting somebody. Mm-hmm. Because if he's specifically targeting a person and you reset their keys, he already knows how to beat your security. He's just gonna walk right back in and do it again.
Exactly. Yeah. And so apparently the thing was this person targeted Twitch to be like to release this information so other people, their competitors or startups or whatever,
could offer
like,
more.
This is what they're doing, so then they could compete with them more.
Yeah, like it seems, at least coming from the IT perspective, it seems like a lot of what they're releasing as like fixes are individual related and not so much business related. And the attack was, from my opinion, very much more business oriented than it was individual oriented. If it was individual oriented, then they would have released specific people's payout earnings to specific areas to try to create that buzz of, why are they making this much? But they didn't. They gathered all this information, and the first thing they released, which is going to make the biggest splash, is more corporate style stuff. So I appreciate what they're trying to do, but I feel like they're attacking the wrong problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, that's kind of Twitch in a nutshell lately. That, you know, there's a there's basically like their ship has a huge hole in it, and they're putting a Band-Aid over it to stop the leak.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, and that's what kills me about Twitch. It's like I don't know if it's just they don't have the right people in place for it or what exactly, but it's just they've got to get more proactive than reactive to certain things, you know.
They leaked that they had a do not ban list too of like top streamers that they can't ban.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that in the list. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that was something they leaked. They leaked because Nick Merckx signed a contract with Twitch, and it was like they didn't release the numbers, but apparently they got him from the hack, and it was like over $50 million that Twitch paid him to stay on Twitch.
Woo! Woohoo!
Yeah.
Damn.
Which, like when Ninja, Shroud, those big streamers went over to Mixer before it died, they got
Who?
like the same. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, but they got like $50 million to go over to Mixer, and it died 9 months later. So
yeah, Mixer. I'm still bummed Mixer failed, but I mean, they went about to. I guess they tried to be too much like Twitch, in that they didn't have their own. Like
their
they
settings
take the
and
right
stuff
things from Twitch,
was
basically.
so nice compared to Twitch.
Yeah, like they had some of the right ideas, but just not all there.
It seems like Microsoft bailed on it to focus on like xCloud because they're using the same like infrastructure they used for that for like live streaming for xCloud.
Yeah, it's probably true. Which I know a while back. I still don't know what the status is of it now, but I know Discord was trying to be bought or sold or whatever. And I think Microsoft or Microsoft was trying to buy them or
It'd be
something.
smart.
But
Xbox app is terrible.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think that ever went through, or it's maybe still in negotiation or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Microsoft is just buying stuff up like crazy right now.
Yeah.
So I heard, I haven't seen anything yet, but I heard that they made an offer on Sega.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nintendo owns Sega, right?
No.
I could have sworn that they did, but the fact that they always have like Sonic and stuff.
No. I think they're still like their own independent thing, but like their game studio, I think Microsoft was trying to buy it because I mean they're just buying up game studios to make games.
Yeah.
I saw something today that they've only announced 1/3 of the games that they have in development right now. Which, I mean, that's going to help them compete with PlayStation because right now there's hardly anything that Xbox has.
Well, they got Halo coming out.
It's got to come out first.
Yeah. which is just, we're at the end of the tunnel, basically, almost. You know,
Unless
see the light.
Unless it gets delayed. They're still delaying games like right before, like Battlefield was supposed to come out already and it got delayed by a month.
Did it? I saw people playing it last night.
So that's the beta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played it. I played the beta a little bit. It's all right.
Yeah.
On the upside, if Microsoft does buy Sega, we are pretty much guaranteed a new Sonic game.
One just came out.
Yeah, I was about to say one just came out.
But a new one. Like, you think they're gonna let somebody else also cash in on that name?
They have like a high quality one that they announced at, I think E3, that they just showed Sonic like running through the woods and didn't say anything else about it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Did it have the little disclaimer at the bottom, like not actual game footage?
Probably. I mean, that's just the trend now. Like you show some CGI trailer.
Yeah.
And then announce your game, and then there you go, you're done.
Like seeing like Final Fantasy and stuff, see the cutscenes, I'm like, oh, it looks pretty cool. And then I see the actual gameplay, I'm like, that doesn't look as good. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, is Sonic Colors, I think was the name. Just came out.
Oh, I have that right here.
Oh, he has it. Wait, is that on Xbox?
Yeah, I bought it for Isla.
Oh, I thought it was only on like Switch.
No, it's on Xbox.
Oh, so Microsoft's gonna buy it and make that exclusive then.
Exactly.
Smart.
Exactly.
I mean, look at Starfield. That game, if it turns out good, I mean, that game is going to sell consoles for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or PC, because they're putting their games on PC too.
Yeah. Which I still like. I really like that Microsoft's kind of going that route, but I also see how that hurts their sales.
I mean, I get it. They don't make any money off of console sales.
Yeah, not nearly as much as like they do off of game sales. Not even close.
And well, then their Game Pass. I mean, you spend $60 on a game. That's like, if you get Game Pass Ultimate, that's like 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Game Pass is like the best thing, like hands down. Like really, when it comes to the console.
Sony has something. They're doing something similar, what I've seen, but it's not like you can play it on PC or something. I don't know. It's something to do with like xCloud kind of thing.
Yeah, PlayStation has their own kind of Game Pass thing, but it's very limited.
It's terrible. It's old games.
Yeah. Yeah, Game Pass is great for the fact they've got a huge library of games. Of course, they got the not really crossplay, but the fact you can play it on PC as well and stuff.
Yeah, well, Microsoft's being smart like this console generation too. Like I know upgrading a PS4 game to a PS5 game, you have to pay to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Like Ghost of Tsushima, you have to pay like $10 to get the PS5 version if you have the PS4 version.
Yeah, and Xbox is giving it to you.
I had to do that. I had to pay $10 for Final Fantasy VII to get the upgraded one, which it came with the DLC, but that's not the point.
Yeah, the point is you already bought the game, and now you got to pay $10 to play it on a console that you had their previous console already.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous, but
yeah,
I mean,
the only time I can think of like Xbox kind of doing that, and I'm still a little salty about it, was I had bought Hitman, the most recent trilogy of it, where it was like kind of episodic, and I bought the game, just the base game and stuff. And I deleted it and stuff. So then because I was done with it. But then I found out on Hitman 2, they have the same missions on there as like bonus. So I was like, oh, if it says if you have the game, you can log in and then like link them basically and stuff. So I was like, oh, easy achievements then. I don't have to replay all those. And I went to download it and it was like, sorry, the game doesn't exist. And I'm like, the fuck? So apparently Hitman 1, you have to buy like, I think it's like the pack deal, or you have to get the Game of the Year thing. So literally, I have to sit there and spend like another $60 to play it. Like,
I mean, that could be makes Hitman, isn't it? Square Enix.
Yes, I think so.
That could be them, because Microsoft says they try to stay out of like, they just let their developers do whatever they want.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like literally the base game is not available anymore. So I have to literally buy the Game of the Year or whatever. I'm super salty about it. I'm like, I have to pay money for that again. So I've been waiting for the price to go down. It's just like, it doesn't really go down.
Yeah.
For that. Even like on sale, it's like maybe like $15 off or something.
I did get the upgraded version of Tales of Arise when I bought it.
How is that so far?
It's different than any other RPG I've played, like the combat system, because it's kind of like turn-based, but it's not. Like it just makes a circle around you, and you have to stay in the circle while you fight.
That is weird.
It's not bad though.
Interesting. Yeah, I've seen a couple people playing it that I follow on Twitch and stuff.
Yeah.
But typically, those games I don't really like sit down and watch. Like I'll see like bits of it, but I don't like watch from the beginning all the way through.
Yeah, it's interesting so far. The story, I haven't played any of the. Well, I played a little bit of one of the other ones. I can't think of the name of it. It's the one that's on Game Pass. I played that. I haven't played any of the other ones, so I'm not sure if the stories are all like connected or what.
Yeah. I want to say they are, but I don't know.
I'm not sure. I know like Final Fantasy, you'll play a game and then like at the end of it, it's like this is a prequel to this game, or you're in the same world as this one.
Yeah. Interesting. And that's on PC?
I got it on my Series X.
Okay. I wasn't sure what
Yeah.
it
I
was
wanted to
on.
play in 4K, so
Nice. I know we kind of got on the path of talking about like consoles and games, so I'm gonna swing it back on Twitch stuff. So a couple of little things. Twitch had their town hall meeting, which is their podcast that they do, and they did it about 2 weeks ago almost, where they discussed like current things going on. They talked about what we kind of talked about already, besides the hacking issue, because that didn't happen yet. But one of the things that they discussed was ads on there, which I guess technically was two. They talked about in two parts, but they talked about their ads in that they are doing kind of a test run of having. I forget what the actual wording was, but basically it's where the ad doesn't take up the whole screen. It's just like the stream shrinks a little bit, and the ad.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And I'm like, why? Like, I'm down for that because it doesn't interrupt the stream. You know, it's like, give me
they
those
run
ads.
ads like crazy though.
Yeah, the issue that I've seen with that is where it shrinks it, like it puts it up above chat, and it's super, like you can't see it. It's that small. At least on the ones I've had.
It does the same thing as
oh wait, you're talking
when you
about
do like a watch party. Like if you do a watch party, it puts your camera like up above your chat, and then you watch like Amazon Prime. Yeah, it does the same thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So like if we look at the layout we're looking at here, like the ad would be the video that the podcast is seeing, and then you would see the stream where like we see our preview. That's about the size it is. Like it is small.
Yeah, no, that was their first iteration and stuff. The one I'm talking about, it actually stays on screen. So literally, like, what it would do is take our current stream here and it would like shrink it just a little bit, and then at the bottom it pop up, kind of like how YouTube does.
Okay, so just like a little banner ad almost.
Exactly. Yes.
See that I would be
that's not
no
bad.
problems. No problems.
I'm down for that because it doesn't interrupt the stream. I can still see and stuff.
Yeah.
And it pops up for like 15, 20 seconds, I think they said, maybe 30 at most, and then it goes away.
Yeah, that's
and
not bad.
It's not audio or nothing, it's just a visual. So I'm like, I'm down for that. And
yeah, see the small one they had where it made the stream small, like it stopped the audio, it made the stream small enough that you really couldn't see what was going on.
Exactly.
And like honestly, there was no point in having the stream there because it was so small and you couldn't hear it. Like there was no reason.
Exactly.
It's good they're changing that.
Yeah, it's one of the things they're testing out right now. Another thing they're actually doing is the reverse of that. They're doing audio only, so it's a little weird. I don't really care for it personally, but basically it leaves the stream up, and in the top corner, basically like how you would see like a music like playing now.
Yeah,
it pops up and it's an audio thing, so it'd be like, check out this book on audible.com, blah, blah, blah. And it mutes your stream, but your video still plays.
Yeah, see, I think I would be okay if it played over the stream, but the fact that it mutes it, I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's kind of annoying.
And it plays for that 15, 30 seconds or whatever, and then it just slides away. So they're like, it's not as disruptive. I'm like, I think it's more disruptive than the other thing. Because
like, what if you're in the middle of explaining something, and then all of a sudden it just cuts off, and then there's an ad?
Exactly.
Like, that is the worst.
Yeah, or if somebody did something in chat, like a donation or a cheered bits or something, and the person's like, oh, hey, thanks for that. And, like, they get cut off, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, so that the person didn't even get to hear the thank you. It's like, that's kind of shitty.
And you'll never really know until chat tells you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying that it doesn't tell you it's running an ad in the middle of your stream.
Yeah, I think there is a way in the settings, like in the creator dashboard, it does say when ad's about to pop up. And you can go in, like, set the times on it. I toyed with it a little bit. I need to look at more though. And one thing I didn't find out 100% before the podcast today, and I was trying to do that, was exactly how much you get paid for ads. Like all I can find on there is they say like I think it's like 250 or 350 is like the our region's payout for it or something, but it doesn't say like how many people have to see it or whatever before you like get that.
I would
Yeah.
assume it's the same like system as YouTube videos where you get like a % of a penny per
Yeah.
view.
See, that's what I'm thinking too, but I couldn't find out like the exact
Yeah.
numbers.
It is
But I
Twitch,
found-
so there's probably some like stupid way that they calculated it.
exactly.
They'll be like, we'll give you 1/10 of a penny if you have 50 people or less watching it. We'll give you 2/10 of a penny.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny because in the town hall thing, the guy was talking about it. They were like, "Yeah, this really does, benefit bigger streamers." It's like, well, no shit. Like,
They don't need
They're
to
all-
be more benefited.
Yeah.
it's like all it does is just interrupt like us that have a lower on the lower
View
end.
count.
It's like it just disrupts our stream, pisses people off to where they probably won't even stay.
Yeah.
Or
Like the
they'll
people
tune
that
out.
are already, have big numbers, like they're going to have their own targeted ads and stuff like that set up. So they're not going to be worried about it.
I mean, honestly, there's some streamers which I think they set it up this way. There's one bigger streamer I'll watch, but I almost can't even watch his streams because literally he has ads pop up every like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, it feels like you're back to watching TV again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awful. It's like I'm sitting there wanting to watch his gameplay and hear his commentary and stuff, and it's just like ad, and it's not like one ad; it's like 2 minutes worth.
Yeah, it's like five ads back to back.
Yeah,
Honestly, I've got to the point where like if I jump into a stream and they run an ad, and I know like if they run it because it'll be like, all right guys, we'll be right back or something like that, or hey, I'm gonna run a quick ad. But like if they run an ad and it stacks up like 4 or 5 ads, I'll just get out of the stream.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no.
ads need to be not disruptive and short. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
That's
they're
ahead.
making that for like bigger streamers, and a lot of the bigger streamers don't run ads because they don't make enough money off of it to really justify it.
Their ads are like companies they're partnered with, and it's literally just videos that they play during their stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which that's one of the things I don't understand about YouTube is I've woken up in like the middle of the night or like Miss Fluff has it really bad for some reason. She'll watch a video and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night, look at it, and it's like 30-minute long ad. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are y'all doing? It what?
dude,
Why is this an ad?
I have
that
YouTube
shit
Premium, so I don't have
pisses
that
me
problem.
the fuck off so bad. Like I'll be at the gym and sometimes I just listen to songs I don't have downloaded yet off YouTube while I'm working out. And I'll be sitting there doing my workout. The next song will play and I'm listening to it. I'm like, what the fucking song is this? This isn't what I was letting listen to. And I look down and it's some band's advertisement. They're playing the fucking whole song, 3.5 minutes on there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I've been out mowing and I've had the same thing, but it was like an orchestra and they paid for an ad and it was a 35-minute ad for their orchestra.
Can you imagine how much they paid for that?
I have no idea. I can tell you that I will never buy a single ticket of theirs.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you the worst. I think he still does them. I haven't seen him in a while. Probably because I'm not targeted anymore. And it was that guy. He's like, "Hi there. You're probably wondering how I have this Lamborghini in my
Oh, yeah.
garage," and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. It's like, fuck out of here, dude. And his ads were like fucking at least 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
full-on
No
infomercial.
one wants to buy your fucking course on you being a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Like, god damn. But yeah, so they're working on the ads and toying with some things with that, and on Twitch side. Hopefully by the next podcast, I'll kind of figure out the numbers on that more and see what they kind of do. But it's funny because they in our ad thing, I looked at it and it's like breaks down the regions, like the payouts, they're all the same. Like, why even bother? Just say,
Yeah.
everybody gets this, you know?
Yeah, that they sent that out in an email, didn't they?
I think so.
Where it was like North America gets this much and
Yeah.
Europe
Like-
gets this much, but they're the same amount. Like,
Yeah. So, like I said, hopefully I'll figure out the numbers and fine tune it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's like how you guys were saying with it's fractions of a penny. So basically, you have to have thousands of views for
You to get $1
to even make $1. Yeah.
Even then on Twitch, like there's after you stream, nobody watches your stream.
Very rarely. Like
Yeah.
I
It's
will
not
go
like
back and watch
YouTube where
VODs, but not very often.
yeah, it's not like YouTube where somebody will watch like a whole video or just let it play in the background.
Yeah. I think that's like a big advantage that YouTube has is it already has this huge audience of people that are used to going there, watching a video, getting their ads in there, or just letting music and stuff play in the background. Or, I mean, like, I'm guilty of it. I'll pull up YouTube on, like, the TV, put something on just so I can casually look up at it while I'm washing dishes or something.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube has that where you don't necessarily have to search.
It's
Whereas
much easier
with
to find
Twitch-
stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, with Twitch, like, you have to, all right, nobody that I normally watch is on. Let me go look by this game and then see if there's someone that fits in that. Like, the search features,
Yeah,
it's almost too specific. Like, you have to search by their specific name or this specific game. But then once you get that list of results, like, there's no filter down to what you want from there.
Yeah. Well, Twitch recommends stuff to you too, but it's all big streamers. It's not like they're like, oh, you might like this streamer that has one viewer. It's like I have Twitch pulled up right now, and it's showing me all the top streamers on Twitch as I recommend it. Like,
I mean, I have some that are smaller, but it's also people that like I've consistently watched. I just haven't followed.
Yeah, I was gonna say where it has a recommendation there. If you pay attention to it too, probably half those or more are people you already follow.
Yeah.
Like,
and if it's not, it's someone that like the person you follow follows them.
Yeah. Which it's funny because you guys went to that, and that's kind of going the next thing I was going to talk about. So that town hall meeting, they're actually talking about what's called boost streams, which is a form of promoting somebody's stream and stuff. So a while back, Twitch introduced this to a handful of people, basically, where you go to their channel and where like the channel points were and stuff. You could use your channel points to help promote the stream or boost it. And if it met that the goal within a certain amount of time, basically they got put on like the front page and boosted to other people. Say, hey, check out this person's channel and stuff. Neat little concept. I liked it and stuff. However, they changed it now. They were like, yeah, we did it with channel points, but now we're going to do it a little different and do a different setup. So if David, our producer, will play the first video, let it play out and they'll talk about it.
In this experiment, we'll allow viewers to directly purchase Boost for their favorite creators. So there are 3 key aspects to this, and they're based on community feedback that we've received over the last year. So first, frequent availability. We're making Boost available to participating creators multiple times over the course of the experiment. It could even be as often as every time they go live. The second is purchase flexibility. During the Boost purchase period, community members can pay to make the Boost as big as they would like. And finally, clear impact. Each community member's purchase will add more front page recommendations for creators. We'll call out to the community who's made a purchase and show everyone exactly how many recommendations the community has unlocked as the purchases roll in. We'll also be sharing results from each boost with creators after the fact, so they can see the impact that it's having on their growth. We fully expect the experience to change and get better, and this is just the first step. We're really looking forward to gathering feedback and improving further. In this experiment, we'll allow viewers to directly purchase Boost for their favorite creators.
So that was the first clip there. So yeah, that's what they're doing. They are allowing people to purchase or like to promote, basically.
Because that's going to get used, right?
They said you can pick the level of support you're wanting to do. I put quotations on that support.
Yeah.
So legit, when I first heard this, I was like, that's straight up fucking ad boost on fucking Facebook. It's the exact same setup.
Yeah.
Like you literally pay to show your ad. And then it's like, if you pay more money, it
goes to more
promoted
people
longer and promoted to more people. Yes.
Ad boost on
And-
Facebook is terrible. I use it for my
Exactly.
jiu-jitsu school, and I'm trying to get people where I live advertised, and it's like showing it to people in like California and all that, and it's like outside of the area
Yeah.
that I'm advertising, and then they're like, oh, well, you have to pay per this message or whatever. I'm like, this dude doesn't live in this area. Why would I have to pay for that?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's paid now and stuff. So we got another clip here. They're going to talk about the actual process of like that promoting here.
Like, give us a little bit more. Walk us through exactly what the experience will feel like for this experiment.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's basically broken into two parts. First, we have a purchase period that lasts for 10 minutes. During that period, which will kick off as often as once per stream for participating creators, viewers will be able to buy as many boost recommendations as they like. We'll have callouts in chat for viewers who do, thanking them for their support. The second phase is the launch of the boost. Once the launch countdown hits 0, we'll start recommending the creator on the front page of Twitch with all of the recommendations that have been purchased by the community. The more you purchase, the more exposure the creator will receive.
Like, give us a little bit more. Walk us through exactly what the experience will feel like for this experiment.
All right. So yeah. So like he said, basically, at least once a stream or whatever, you can do. It's basically a 10-minute window that you got to try to get a goal met of donations to promote that stream and stuff, for them to actually advertise it out. And depending on where it falls, it's actually, that depends on how big the radius is of the promotion. So
That doesn't sound shady at all.
Yeah, for me, that literally sounds like Twitch is having you fundraise for them.
exactly. And here's the kicker. Here's the fucking kicker. That's the only clips I have from that and stuff, because they did a better job explaining it than I would have. But the funny thing is, like, they'll sit there and say, okay, you promote it to this good amount. Like, we'll promote to 20,000 people, let's just say. All they do is literally just post it on the home screen, like the homepage, and
put it as a live channels you may like.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like Saiyan was looking at earlier. That's all it fucking is. It does not guarantee somebody's going to click your channel. It doesn't guarantee that they're actually going to watch your shit. Nothing.
Yes, but small streamers are stupid and they'll pay for it.
Oh yeah, but here's the other big kicker. So that happens. So there's a comedian, or I consider him a comedian, but there's a guy who makes short videos, and a lot of times it's like poking fun at Twitch and stuff, news, and he talks about it, and he was like, comes up, he's like, here, take my credit card. I want all the biggest promotion I can get. And their Twitch is like, all right, cool deal. All right. Looks over at somebody, and is like, hey, you should check out his channel. And the person goes, no. And then goes back to like texting, and he's like, all right, that's all we did. And then there's like, what? It's like, that's the most accurate fucking thing.
Yeah.
But the kicker too is, okay, so it's paid promotion. Yes. You're paying X amount of money, whatever, to promote the stream stuff. How much of that goes to the streamer, you may ask? 0. None of that goes to the streamer. All of it goes to Twitch. And I about clipped it in that podcast where he talks about it, but he's like, because he goes, well, how much of that goes to the streamer? And he goes, well, none of it goes to the streamer. It all goes to helping pay for the promotion of the stream.
Helping
I'm
them.
like, all you're doing is post it on the fucking page. Like,
Yeah.
you're not even guaranteeing anything. Like, how can you not give half that revenue to the fucking streamer that's making the content? Like,
Which
Jesus
is very
Christ.
multi.
At this point, I mean, if that's their business model, then I will promote Twitch for them if they pay me for every minute that I may or may not actually promote it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like to me.
And I mean, I'm not fucking partnered with Twitch or nothing, and I'm not
No.
getting a deal or nothing, but I promote the shit out of them because I think it's a great website and stuff. But goddamn, when they make stupid decisions like this, I'm like, that's dumb. Now, granted, I'm sure you probably heard, but it's an experiment. It's not set in stone. It's just a test run, basically. They
I
said.
think the channel point would be a good way to do it, except you'd have to keep track of how, like, you would have to make that one of those that like auto redeems, because I could see shady people, because I know you can pull up a reward request. I could see shady people just spend it, refund it, spend it, refund it.
Yeah.
If they weren't set up as like an auto cash in.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're doing it with money means that you're still kind of playing into the big streamers' hands, because they're going to have more viewers that can all pitch in more money. So, like, it still doesn't really help the small streamers.
Yeah. And, like, in my opinion, what would be the best setup there is, like you said, go ahead and keep the channel points, because it entices people to watch your channel, to have channel points to help contribute. And it's not any cost to the viewer or anything to help support the channel. I think having the paid advertisement is cool if they want to add that in as another way of doing it, kind of thing. But I still think it's horseshit that not even a penny of that goes to the streamer.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense to me. That's just being greedy and shady, in my opinion.
Crazy is that's not even what people are asking for. They're wanting like something like TikTok on Twitch, like YouTube Shorts, how they did that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what people keep asking for, because I mean it helps you promote your stream.
And then
they're like, oh well, you just pay us.
Twitch has their like clips and stuff, so if they could, I guess, put it easier to see. Versus
if they did a system like YouTube Shorts where it plays one and then you just scroll up and it just keeps going through random clips. I mean that would be a way for them to help people get discovered and boost views.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I mean people will sit there for hours just scrolling through that stuff.
Yeah. Problem is with clips sometimes is like they're not the most accurate depending on when they were done because of delay and stuff. Like I've got to go through mine and clean mine up because I've got clips on there that people did and like nothing's happening. I'm like, why was this?
I went through and cleaned mine up recently because of that as well.
Yeah, it's like maybe I said something or something happened, but they just missed it or something, so it wasn't even clipped.
Well, maybe if they did a system like YouTube Shorts, you can just upload a clip.
Yeah.
So they could do it like where if somebody clips something, you can go to your clips and then like add to, and then it'll add it into that
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being beneficial as big as like your YouTube Shorts, your TikTok, all that type of youngster stuff is. Like that's honestly a big part of what I feel like a lot of general promotion is going to be is how can you draw quick interest to get them to come back to view longer stuff is going to be stuff like that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, people's attention spans are so short, especially nowadays. You know, you go to a channel, how long do you sit there before you click off it? Like you said, if the ads are playing, you click off it pretty much almost instantly. If I know for me, I'll sit there, maybe give a channel a minute of my time, maybe. And if it's not catching my attention, so I'm not click off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I see that they have chosen to play ads like that, like 5 ads back to back, I'll leave. I don't care. If I join in and I'll sit there for like a solid 5 minutes. But if there's no talking, it's just gameplay, no camera. I feel like I'm playing a game with no controller.
Yeah.
Then I'm probably out pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah, and I think that's why like TikTok does so well because those videos are so short, and now YouTube's shorts are doing well because people like to take those bite-sized videos and information, and they'll just almost like bag of chips. You know, you can't have just one kind of thing, and you just keep taking them in.
Well,
versus
one of those
like you're going to sit there for 20 minutes watching 30-second to a minute videos when really you could just sit there and just watch the 15-minute video somebody made.
Yeah.
Same amount of time. But like kind of what you're saying, like I think what a cool little tweak they need to do is I know if you go to somebody's channel on Twitch, they have that sorry, I'm offline video. Like here's a video you can make to explain your channel and stuff. Still got to work on mine, but if you click like the next thing, it scrolls through. There's like five things there, and it'll be like your most recent stream, and it'll be like clips. I think after that, it's like 3 or 4 clips, something like that. If they could change that to be like the side of it's like, hey, I'm offline video, and on this side it's like past streams, and then like maybe another like column where it's like clips, like most viewed clips or recommended clips or something. That might be better because then people can just quickly see and be like, all right, I want to see this or this, versus having to sit there and scroll through.
Yeah.
Which I think that's one of the worst things with Twitch is like, you know, like you said, there's not a way to filter or quickly see things. It's like you can narrow down to a little bit, but then you're having to sit there and scroll through or click past something to discover something. And that's what people on Twitch want more, is more discoverability in that way, not fucking pay for promotion that they don't even get a penny from.
Yeah, pay for promotion that even if people are looking for the game you're playing, they're not going to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think I've seen it on anybody's channel yet, that paid promotion thing. I saw the channel points before on a couple people, but I've not seen the paid one yet.
I haven't even gotten follower emotes.
I haven't either, I don't think, yet. I haven't been notified, but I got to double check.
Do that.
The podcast, what they were talking about on there, the town hall, they did say is for a small group of people that they're doing this experiment with, the test. It's people that have under or 250 or under viewers, and it's for partners and affiliates. So I would assume it's probably going to be for people more about that, like right at the partner level, like that 75 viewers or higher is probably what their target's going to be, just so that way they can get more people involved versus it being like a lower end affiliate that only gets like 30 or less, you know?
Yeah.
But again, I haven't seen anybody or heard anybody else with those things yet. So, and I don't know how long that experiment's going to last. I think they might have said they're going to try it out for like a month or something. But I'm sure they'll do their town hall meeting podcast before our next podcast. So I'll probably watch that and see if they talk about it and all that. But another little thing they talked about in that that I wanted to bring up, because I know we've kind of talked about it on our stuff recently, streams and stuff. But a little feature Twitch has added is stream goal, basically. Right now, it's follower goal and sub goal. So literally, you can go into your dashboard and go to your settings and add a stream goal, and you could set for either followers or subs, and you can put the amount you want to get and stuff. And the cool thing is, once you make it, then it gives you like the browser info. So then you go to your OBS and include that. So then it shows up on your stream and stuff.
The only thing I don't like about it, because I have one on mine, is there's not like any customization at all.
Exactly. I was going to say that they don't have a way to customize it, so it has that very basic generic Twitch theme to it.
Yeah.
I wish they at least had different options of that. That would have been cool. Even if
or at least different colors.
Yeah. It's like if they tweak it a little bit, I think it'd be all right. Right now it's kind of cool. Just so it's something, because I know a couple of you guys and like Faja and stuff were trying to have that on your streams, and they're having issues setting it up through Streamlabs. So it does make that at least easier and more user friendly. But yeah, the customization would have been nice on that. One fun fact with that I found out, because I just did a test and set mine up, but I didn't put it on stream. I didn't have it on like the overlay. And somebody subscribed to me the other day, and it threw me off because it said, hey, they subscribed, but then it had like the number. It was like 8 or 9/50. And I was like, what's
so
that?
8 or 9 out of 50?
Yeah, because I made the sub goal of 50. So it was saying what I was at in that process. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. It actually says in chat like where you're at and stuff if you don't have it on screen or whatever. So I thought that was a neat little touch they did to it. But it would be cool for them to add more like sub goals and more customization with that. I feel like I think they did say they were going to add more to it later. Just right now, that's what they've got available. But I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything else really they talked about in their podcast or what's been going on with Twitch. Everything else is basically covered everything, I think, with them. I don't know if their town hall podcast is in like, well, since they just did it about 2 weeks ago, probably about another 2 weeks or something. So
Yeah.
hopefully some good stuff. I tried to find out again about the ads, like do the banner one and stuff, but I couldn't figure out if I just don't have access to it yet or if you really get to choose or not. I think they're still just working out the details with it. But I know the audio only ones are on there apparently, but I have yet to see one. Let's see here. So that's pretty much it with Twitch. So on like what's y'all's plans for like this coming month for October until our next podcast? What you guys got going on?
So for me, I've got the Joker stream. I'm gonna try to get your boy Millennial Falcon in there for that. Let's see if I can get him dressed up as Jack Sparrow again.
There you go.
Other than that, for October, that's really about it. October's gonna be pretty tame for me. I think we've got some like baby shower stuff. I will be hitting up probably you, since you will be gone. November, end of October, beginning of November, to do like a MCM gender reveal, because the wife does not want to know, and I do. And I will not be able to keep that a secret if I have to keep it a secret for more than a month.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna want to prepare between now and then.
Yeah. So we'll start getting that kind of going. That's really about it for me. Trying to think. Yeah, that's really about it. Trying to figure out more stream stuff. Did a small project for somebody down in here. Got them a nice custom transition made. So now I've been trying to do some like gift style channel point rewards and stuff like that for mine and sound bites. So honestly, I probably spent more time working on stream, and I'll probably continue to spend more time working on stream, but then I am actually streaming.
Yeah. Now, when you do your Joker cosplay stream, what are you planning on playing that day? Do you know?
It will be probably one of about 3 games. One will either be Sea of Thieves, or it will be like Devour, which is like a spooky game. If it's neither one of those, if it turns out to be just me, then I will probably either be playing Rocket League or Guild Wars 2.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've been seeing you've been playing Guild Wars 2 recently with Faja.
The free-to-play on that is pretty nice because I've liked MMOs, but I've never really liked to have to pay monthly subscriptions, and that's what it seemed like a lot of them were going to.
Yeah.
So this one is free-to-play for the entirety of the base game, and then you just buy the DLCs, and you don't have to pay subscriptions.
Yep.
And base price of the DLCs are like $30, but
that if you get like the base one with like 2 of them in it.
Yeah, but they, from what I've seen, just kind of looking through, they frequently go on sale like 50% off. So, I mean, if I can literally get, at this point, the game will have 3 DLCs here soon for like $40, then I'm essentially paying for 1 game and I get a game and 3 DLCs for it.
Plus all the add-ons that they added with those DLCs, because I've played 2 of them, or I'm playing the second one now. But
yeah. So that's kind of where I've been with that. It's been really enjoyable, especially since I played the original Guild Wars. kind of being able to relate a lot of the locations to where it is because they use practically the same map.
Mhm.
So I've definitely enjoyed that game. Honestly, that'll probably be what I lean towards to play more often than not on stream from here on for a while.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. What about you, Fluff?
Honestly, just the con. I've been so stressed about this con and everything. It's not a good situation. I don't have anything. I don't have anything planned. I don't have anything to do. I just want to get stuff done. And I need to stream because I want to make it better and I need to put out content. But
Do a cosplay building stream, 2 for 1.
Exactly.
yeah, but okay.
Smart.
Hence why I did my art stream the first time ever.
I just didn't think that it would go over well.
But we are variety streamers.
Oh,
Literally, turn your camera to your other monitor. I know your setup. Turn it to the other monitor. Set your table up, and go to town.
yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna add to that because I have TikTok. I watch TikToks all the time and stuff like
Them
that.
ticky tackies.
I watched a woman, or her video popped up, and pretty much what she said, she goes, "Remember, if you're a small streamer, variety streaming is a privilege."
Yeah.
Variety.
I love that.
Well, no, she's saying like no against small streamers. Like we're
Yeah,
not
no.
supposed to variety stream whatsoever.
I love that she has an opinion.
Yeah.
She literally said variety streaming is for people who have more of a following because they're more likely to follow you from game to game, and you're not gonna, and you grow more in a select game.
Completely ass backwards.
So let me ask you this.
The reason I say that is because you'll discover somebody that's a big streamer, like let's say Shroud, for example, playing Call of Duty. What do you think happens the moment he switches to like Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Everybody leaves. They want to see the one game he's really good at or known for.
And
that's for bigger streamers.
Let me take this out of that context and apply it to someone over here. Kind of a straw man argument, but still. Are you only allowed to eat multiple different food types if you're a professional chef? Or can you go anywhere you want to eat?
Yeah. I didn't agree with it at all either, but because let's be honest, you immediately knew part of the reason with, what I referred to them as.
Yeah.
You're already ahead in the game with that. And, plus with other stuff and, your situations and everything else like that, like, I'm in the shitty ass situation. But, like, yeah, her whole idea is, like, variety streaming is a privilege. And, like, you need to get a following before you can variety stream and shit like that because you're going to get more and grow more specializing.
If she had said that probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago when Twitch was really a gaming thing, she would have been absolutely blasted. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Go to OG Twitch and say something like that. See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, a perfect example, some of the people I follow that I got into Twitch watching was basically they played Mario Maker, the first Mario Maker when it was out. And that's all they played, basically, was Mario Maker. And they would have like a couple hundred viewers and stuff. But as soon as they said, hey, I'm going to play something else that I've been wanting to play, like, let's say Fortnite, because Fortnite was around that time, their viewers like would drop like at least half, if not more.
Yeah,
because
like
everybody wanted to watch them play Mario Maker and play their levels and see if they could beat certain levels and shit.
Like, it's inevitable. Different games are going to have different followings. But if you're playing a game just because that's what you think you should play to get views, then you're probably not enjoying that game. And if you're not enjoying that game, your stream's going to be an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah. And you don't want to stream and be hating your life and what you're playing.
Yeah.
You want to play what you enjoy and stuff.
Yeah, you want to hate us instead.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's where like I think it's cool with like lower viewer count people the fact that we have variety, because if we switch games up and stuff, and our chat stays and they hang out with us, then we know they're there for us, not the game.
Yeah.
And then that's cool because it's a good foundation to build off of to later on. Hopefully more people will do that and everything.
I mean, to be fair, if we look at just kind of our group, we have a better following that follows us for us than she probably does. Because you can switch to whatever game you want. You're probably still going to have 3 to 4 viewers consistent, no matter what you're playing.
I got a question.
You're not going to lose 50%.
A question. When she does variety, does her hot tub streams get more viewers?
Yeah. Just curious.
I don't know on that one,
but that bigger question: when you do the hot tub stream, are you going to get more viewers?
Probably.
I'll find out. I'll find out here soon. Yeah, it's just crazy. But no, to kind of go back where we were. So I think it'd be a good idea, honestly, for you to stream your cosplay and stuff, because it does give you variety. You're quote killing 2 birds, 1 stone. You're saving time working on this, but also getting to stream. The cool thing too is you might get people who are well known the cosplay streaming in Twitch and stuff, may come in, watch, and hang out, and then also give you tips and stuff. Like you said, you're having trouble with the lights. Somebody might come in and say, "Hey, do this," and that should fix it, or something.
Yeah. Which I've thought about that, and I think I asked before I had more people in Discord and stuff like that, and no offense to any certain in particular person or generations before, not the greatest help whenever you're trying to bounce ideas or just yeah, hey, what do you guys think about doing this? Or if I did this. The older generation, I don't know, you're doing it. How do you think it'd go across streaming? And if I actually streamed it, I don't know. What are you talking about? You're making it. You're not helping me. Well, do what you want.
Yeah, that's the fun part, but pain in the ass part about being a content creator, because it's your content and it's how you deliver it and stuff. Because I can sit there and go to somebody that's doing art stream, sitting there drawing, and they're not talking, they're just focused on drawing, and they'll say, "Oh, hey Chad, how's it going?" Blah blah blah, and then they'll go back to drawing and stuff. Or you go to somebody else and they're sitting music and they're being real social and talking as they're working and joking and stuff. And it's they're doing the same thing, but the content's a little different in how they're handling it. So
yeah,
that's where it's you got to decide how you want to do it and stuff. Not saying either one of them's bad or good. It's just
different flavors.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, if you want
some people really like cherry vanilla Coke, and then some people are normal and don't like it.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said, "I don't know. I don't cosplay."
I mean, I don't do art streams. I did my very first one, and I'm sitting there literally listening to classical music as I'm working.
And to be 100% honest, if it's something that you want to work on or you feel like you just need to get done, stream it. Fuck it. We're literally variety streamers for that reason. We stream a variety of things.
Yeah.
You want to stream you watching a movie and get your reactions? Guess what? That's within a variety.
Yeah.
You want to stream you staring at a Pokemon card for 6 hours? That's in a variety.
Yeah. And who knows, you might find something that clicks, with you that you really enjoy, or you get a good viewership and you say, "Hey, I'm going to start doing this more, but I'm still going to do my other stuff too." But,
yeah, you kind of
balance it.
Kind of mainline one, but you still have with me currently, I'm mainlining Guild Wars 2, but I'm still playing Rocket League, Devour, all these other things.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of mainlining Guild Wars 2 because I'm enjoying it the most right now.
Yeah.
So if you have cosplay stuff to do, you're like, "Oh, I don't have time to stream and do this." Well, guess what? What if that time magically got cut in half? Look, do it both same time. Yep. Magic.
Yeah, because like I said, you can also might get lucky, and you never know who's watching on Twitch and stuff. That's the cool
Yeah.
thing.
Sure.
So somebody might come in that's a bigger streamer, and then all of a sudden they're a fan of yours and they start watching, or somebody just knows cosplay better, like setups and stuff. They'll say, "Hey,"
Or someone that knows how to work with LEDs.
Yeah.
I'm not very,
And
I'm not very
trust me,
positive.
some of the people on Twitch are fucking amazing with their cosplays. I've seen them in person at the
I
TwitchCon,
know.
and holy fuck.
Trust me. What do you think that like my major goal is with this? Is like I want to be like a big cosplayer. Like I want to go to a con and people be excited to see me. In reality, and like be like an awestruck of like whenever they see me walk into a convention, they're like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's so
there's
cool
two
when-
different sides of that. Like, oh my gosh, I know him. That stuff is cool. Holy fuck! Or wow, that guy just walked in here naked. Holy fuck! So, I mean, either way, you could get that reaction.
But you know what I mean. It's like the two things that like I want, like the one I want for all of us, is getting more successful on Twitch and stuff like that. But I also want to be like, a
Except
big
Saiyan.
cosplayer.
Saiyan's not going to be successful on Twitch.
Yeah,
I'm not.
enjoy you guys. But yeah, it's just I really want to do that stuff, and like that's like my biggest. It's my biggest downfall, my biggest like wall I've got to climb, but also like my biggest aspiration and dreams.
You and 99% of the other affiliate streamers out there. I'll just tell you that it's everybody's goal. Basically.
Which is
think I
very,
picked up
very,
mindset
very,
on that.
very oversaturated with people.
Mhm.
Especially the people that like think variety is a privilege and set in a hot tub.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I think his headset died. Can you hear us?
No, I'm deaf.
Yeah.
I don't think it died. There's a wire.
I was about to say.
He unplugged it with his feet.
Can you hear us?
Perfect. Love it.
Yes. See, this is variety right here. This is what this is content, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. He seems very confused.
Yeah, that or maybe the volume went way down or something.
No, he's just deaf.
Yeah. All right. Well, since we got his side, Saiyan, what do you got planned for this coming month until our next podcast? We know you're not really streaming on Twitch now, or you're doing the YouTube side of it.
Yeah.
Unless that doesn't work anymore.
Working on some YouTube videos, and then Back for Blood comes out in 2 days. So
Oh shit, that's right. It does
Yeah.
come out.
yeah, it comes out on Tuesday.
Okay.
So probably
Damn.
gonna be playing a bunch of that.
That's on Game Pass, right? I
Yes.
remember. Sweet. So I will definitely be downloading that and trying to play that with you. I would say.
Yeah.
But we still need to get together and play a few games anyways. We've been talking
Yeah.
about like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and
Yeah,
Rise.
usually I don't have time to play anything throughout the week. 'Cause by the time I get home at night, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
So you variety stream you sleeping.
You might be able to do that on YouTube. I don't think you can do that on Twitch.
Yeah, see, that's different, whole different thing.
Actually, you can. I found there's a loophole with that.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you put like, you can't show you actually sleeping technically, but you could put up a be right back screen up or something and go sleep and then be fine. So literally, I know somebody I follow. They did a like 48-hour stream or whatever. They went like days.
And they just put it to
that's
be
what
right
they
back.
Yeah, that's what they did. When they got too tired and they were like, I'm going to go lay down, basically. They were like, put a be right back screen and went and lay down. There's like, chat, have fun, for a while. And they let chat talk and stuff. And then he came back and picked up where he left off.
I guess
That's when you need some like wireless earbuds.
Yeah. And then like he would do mobile streaming. So he got to go walk his dog and stuff and all this. It was like, it's pretty ambitious. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, we'll definitely have to tag up and try to Back for Blood. Maybe we can all get together for that or something.
I've actually not heard about that. What is this?
Okay, well, actually, you do, because we did talk about it, and you said you weren't too interested in it, but it's the one that's like Left 4 Dead.
It's
Basically.
literally the same
Oh.
developers of Left 4 Dead.
Wait, that's the one that Faja played, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the one I told him it looks like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. It looks
Okay.
great, but yeah, it's initially the same concept, just
Like point A to point B.
Yeah, they added. So I played the beta. They added. There's like cards and stuff you can get for like each mission and all that to do different stuff.
I like abilities.
Yeah, they have stuff like that, and then I mean the graphics and everything are obviously better than Left 4 Dead, but
Yeah, it looks solid.
yeah, the little bit I played of it, it was really good. So
Good deal. Yeah, we'll definitely have to try to tag up and do that soon. Yeah, and on my end, you know, right now, like this week here for me, I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. I might stream later today as kind of a post-birthday stream thing, maybe.
Yeah.
But basically this coming week, I'll try to stream as much as I can, but I gotta pack and get ready to move. And then the following week we'll be moving. So
just stream your whole move.
Yeah, easy.
Well, the fun thing is I'm gonna try to start doing is since I got a GoPro now, I'm gonna like start kind of like vlogging a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like show us moving and that process and stuff, and try to like make little vlogs. I don't know if I'm gonna break them down like monthly or what and stuff, but I plan on doing that. And then, of course, like I said earlier, I wrestled last night, and the first time I've done it since like February of last year. So
Yeah.
Felt pretty good. Glad to get to wrestle and everything. And then once I move down to Florida, I'm gonna pursue that more and everything. So there's some wrestling schools down there I'm interested in checking out, and some other companies and stuff. So
That'd be good.
I'll be doing that among other things. And then, like I said, I was wanting to try to do like horror games this month, but just timing wise, I'll just see what I can get in stuff. This week we'll try to squeeze in what we can. Next week probably no streams, and then the last week of the month, you know, do what we can. Oh, it reminds me something else I was wanting to try this. I'll do maybe, but I don't know timing wise and schedules. But is to do Friday the 13th, like MCM group, like all of us, JT, maybe Faja, Falcon, Coach Jimmy, and stuff like that. Just get us all together and do a game of Friday 13th. It'd be fun, I think.
Yeah.
But again, it's figuring out schedules and time.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, honestly, is the scheduling.
Yeah, which is gonna really suck for me because I'm gonna be an hour ahead of y'all once I move.
Yeah.
So JT being like, I'm gonna get on at like 9:10. I'm like, that's 10,
That's
11.
10 or
for me.
11. Yeah. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. So I'll be getting used to that and everything. I don't think there's anything else on my end. I don't really think so. Just the move is the biggest thing for me, and just trying to stream as much as I can this week and the last week of the month. Yeah, I did. It's kind of sad. I bought a Stream Deck XL, and it's sitting there here next to me in the box still. I've not opened it yet, so I might try to toy with that a little bit this week.
Oh, do you have smart plugs or anything like that you use?
I have not gotten anything like that yet.
If you get smart plugs, you can run that through your Stream Deck as well and have your Stream Deck like turn on your lights and all that for your stream setup, all with the push of a button.
Nice. I'll have to look into that.
I mean, that's an idea. Whenever you go down there, set up some smart plugs.
Yeah, you gotta move everything and plug it all in anyway.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is the office down there is going to be basically what I was going to do here. The good thing is down there it'll be a little easier to set up because I'll be starting with a fresh slate basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now my setup is a mess. Like it looks like a bowl of spaghetti like right behind this monitor and stuff.
Spaghetti.
I hate it. It just drives me nuts. But literally I took my TV down and then I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll be unplugging it here in the near future. So I'll try to get what I can in that time. But yeah, I got the GoPro and then I got that Stream Deck is what I bought with my stream savings money, I guess you could say, because the way I do mine to kind of go in financials just a little bit. Whenever I get donations, and my Twitch payouts and stuff like that, I would put it into a savings account basically, and I put it towards equipment and things like that.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people say that they're like, oh yeah, donation stuff goes towards equipment and stream stuff, and a lot of people just say that, but I actually do put mine in there, and then of course tips I got with work and stuff also put in there to help boost it more. So yeah, I bought those things, and then the next thing on my list to buy is a mixer, sound mixer.
I mean, those are kind of expensive.
and
You
new
might
mic.
be like another source of income, preferably web-based, probably picture-related.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get my OnlyFans set up. And get some donations through that. Yeah, because I'm gonna get a new mic and go with the XLR style instead of USB and get a mixer. And the mixer I want's a pretty pricey one. It's like $500.
You going with the Go XLR?
Yeah,
Like the Elgato one?
yeah. Well, not the Elgato one, but this other one.
Yeah, I have a Go XLR. It's really nice.
Yeah, that one. It looks really nice. I've kind of been afraid to dive into stuff like that just because the price point, though.
Yeah, well, I got the mini because I was like, I don't need the soundboard and all that.
Yeah,
That's what the Stream Deck's for.
I did a little, I guess, manipulating. I guess the word. I don't know, but basically, I got to where I have $100 towards Amazon and stuff via their credit card thing, and so that takes $100 off. Then plus I do the stream savings account thing I told about.
Yeah.
And
then you add in the OnlyFans, it'd be fine.
Yeah, and then with another credit card thing, I got like a cashback thing, and I got a good amount. So pretty much, I'm not gonna have to be out of pocket anything when I buy it. So
Good.
Yep. So pro tip, y'all out there, manage your money.
Credit cards.
Yes. Yes. Don't go in debt with
don't.
them. Yeah. Just I mean, real pro tip though is like, if you're gonna stream and stuff, set up a savings account for it and stuff, so that way it goes into there, and then you guys, not just you guys, but like whoever's listening can, put it towards future streams, like equipment or maybe giveaways or something.
Oh, that reminded me. You all can be the first ones to see these bad boys. Take a look at the official SinfulEnvy stickers.
Ooh,
Nice.
Cool.
that looks slick.
Yeah. So I've got a whole bunch of those. Like, let me see.
So
Pull
you
them up
guys
like
tagging
playing
stuff.
cards.
so you're gonna take a picture and like stick those all over Miss Sinful's stomach. The baby.
Honestly, a lot of these are going to be probably going into giveaways here soon.
Nice. Sounds good.
Probably looking at with that Joker stream. I'm going to give some away.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Nice, fresh off the print there.
Yeah, I like those. Now, I couldn't really tell there, but they're not like the holographic style, are they?
No, they're like a gloss, just
Okay.
a gloss.
All right, cool deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool deal. I like them. Look good. Looks good indeed.
Oh yeah.
I remember, I can't honestly remember if we talked about it last podcast or not, but you got your merch store set up and stuff.
Yeah, I
A
do.
little bit, so they could purchase those stickers there too as well.
Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to, like, my thing with merch is I don't want to put new stuff on there until I can see the quality, especially with like stickers.
Mhm.
Shirts are obviously pretty run of the mill. Like, a shirt's going to be a shirt. But like stuff with like cups, stickers, stuff like that, I kind of wanted to see the quality before I started adding stuff. So afterwards we should be good because those look pretty legit. But as of right now, I don't know when they see this, but as of right now, they are not on there.
Gotcha. All right. Well, fellers, is there anything else we want to discuss here before we hop out? Anything else going on? Anything?
I'm good.
All righty. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. So our next podcast should be the second Sunday of November. So the 14th is what we think we're gonna look at.
Sure.
November 14th. So yeah, so be sure to check out everybody on Twitter, or sorry, not Twitter, but Twitch and JiuJitsuSaiyan. Do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course,
Already
our
on
names are there
YouTube.
on screen, but of course, I'm _Sharkopath. You got SinfulEnvy, all one word, and BcFluffy, and of course, our buddy Saiyan there is on YouTube. So JiuJitsuSaiyan. But yeah, until then, keep an eye out on social media and everything for us. We'll post when the challenge is going to be officially, the date and time, once we iron out a few more details. And yeah, and then the podcast will be on the November 14th. And we'll see if we want to try to do that live or if we'll stick to the recording like we've been doing. So, all right, y'all. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
See ya.